Tusheti, one of the most picturesque regions of Georgia, is situated in the eastern part of the Caucasus mountain range. For centuries, Tushetians, like the other highland tribes, the Mochevians, the Khevsurians, have occupied territories on the north-facing slopes of this range. In the east, Tusheti borders Dagestan, in the north, Chechnya, in the west, Hevsureti, and in the south, Kakheti. In mountainous regions surrounded by ridges and peaks, Tusheti is furrowed with lots of canyons, through which water flows down to two main rivers, the Pirikita Alizani and the Tusheti Gometsaris Alizani. The road leading to Tusheti from Kakheti starts from Paveli village and goes down to Omalo through Georgia's highest motorcar pass, Abano. Access to Tusheti is only possible with a four-wheel drive vehicle. Owing to its geographical isolation, remoteness from historic centers and events, information about Tusheti and Tushetians in the period preceding the late Middle Ages is very scarce. However, bronze artifacts discovered in Tusheti, dating to the 12th and 11th centuries BC, lead us to suppose that people have inhabited the territory of Tusheti since ancient times. Tushetian sheep, horses, sheepdogs, cheese, carpets, felt, etc. All this forms a cultural and aesthetic fabric rich with an original ethno-psychological organization and a system of social rituals. Historically, two different kinds of settlements were formed in Tusheti: villages and so-called bosali, or household villages. A village, as a rule, is a well-defined settlement complete with architecture. In the villages, there are a lot of fortified installations which provided a dual purpose, residential and protective. Both common agricultural and familiar tower fortresses served as shelters for the population during enemy incursions. Tusheti's architecture is also original. Slate houses with covered balconies differ by their roofs from the fortified houses of Khevsurians, Shavs, and Dagestanians. A Tushetian dwelling is covered with a smooth stone gable roof that immediately attracts any visitor's attention. Uncharacteristic of Tusheti, towers with pyramidal roofs built with mortar are well preserved in the Pirikita Alazani community, from Dartlo to Chontio. These fortresses, like the whole of Tusheti, have witnessed a lot of battles, including ones that took place in the not-so-distant past. The architecture has undergone changes in these settlements where life goes on and on. Cult constructions, representing a mixture of Christian and pagan religious ideas, are an organic part of a Tushetian village. Tusheti's snow-clad peaks, grand mountains, and spacious pastures, unique pine forests, clear streams, and full-flowing rivers constantly attract tourists. The sensation felt from this natural marvel is enriched by the context of the ancient culture and traditions of Tusheti. Old and abandoned villages, and most of which watchtowers dating to the late Middle Ages, are still standing, as so are balconies with dangling carpets and chintz. Tusheti is famous for traditional handicrafts embellished with colored ornamental patterns that are quite popular among visitors coming from both Georgia's regions and abroad. Carpets, hats, socks, and clothing. Tushetian women make these beautiful articles of wool with natural dyes. The traditional customs of Tushetian nomads and their summer religious holidays are also very interesting. With the purpose of preserving Tusheti's ecosystem, protecting its flora and fauna, conserving its unique pine and birch forests, Tusheti Reserve was established in 1980, and, along